It's time.
I mean, it is a pretty fucking good intro, right? As far as intros go, and considering it was, made by me, that's the part that makes it even better. Because who the fuck am I? Who the fuck am I? Wow, why the hell? Every time they freaking update Twitch on iOS, like it just gets worse and breaks and doesn't function the way it did when I first downloaded it. Hang on with me just one second. I'm so confused. Okay. It's okay. We'll live with confusion. Thank you, Graxy. Yeah, we're starting off on the new account. Oh, camera's frozen, it looks like. So we will fix that. There it goes. Okay. I think we're ready to proceed. Not sure what this person's doing, but I don't know. Let's full clear him real quick. Mm, Well, I don't know if he's got the I don't know if he's got the damn revive unlocked, but just got to get rid of that Julie Bendo. There it is. This this going back and having this account on a in a lower in a lower GAC with lower GPs and all that. This is kind of reminding me of, like, this is what Galaxy of Heroes felt like pre Datacrons. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is, there's no Datacrons here. There's no Omicrons in play. This is like as close to vanilla GAC as you can get. Is to be in one of these lower brackets with a newer account. It's just you and your your gear levels, your plays, things like that. It's very it's kind of interesting when you think about it. Who do they have up top? They've got Palpy and Bastila and HK and Vader and a Marauder Assassin. Okay, so C-Rex finally, after a year, okay, he's been out for a year. C-Rex is finally giving, like, he finally is working the way he's supposed to work. As of yesterday when they patched it. I mean, good God Almighty, it took them a while, but they fixed it. No. I should have nuked. I should have nuked Bastila out first. It's all right. We'll have to do a cleanup. I think I can do one of those. I think I can do one of those. Ow. Ooh, an endurance. Actually, yeah, let's do this. So many reinforcements. Wow. All right. Full clear. All four zones. All four teams. Beautiful. All right. What do we got sitting up here? What is this? Ooh. Large Galactic Upgrade Kit 4, the All Arounder. The All Rounder. Not even the All Arounder, the All Rounder. 18.99. It's not horrible. It's not horrible. You get a little bit. I mean, it is what it says it is. It's a little bit of everything. It's a nice amount of energy. Um, some good relic materials. Kairos are always appreciated. Yeah, not bad. Not bad. Okay. I need to come. I'll need to do my dailies, but that's on my time. We're on your time. So now let's get to the main account. Get to the main GAC action. And loading up. Be up on your screens momentarily, my friends. There it is. That took a second. I was getting a little worried there momentarily, but okay, let's see what's happening over here. Stock up on energy. So I think they said Monday. Monday is when Monday's when everything's happening. Monday's going to be a busy day. Conquest, of course. Monday's also a holiday here in the States. Sammy will be home from school. It is what we call Labor Day. And Labor Day traditionally kind of accompanies the start of the school year. It's always like the first Monday in September. And it's basically, kids have their long summer break and they go back to school for a week and a half, and then they get a 3-day weekend to just kind of help them, like, I guess it eases the shock of the going back to school or whatever. But yeah, I don't see, so like that the new Hoth bundle, I guess, is coming out Monday, along with a lot of other stuff. I guess the Cam bundle is coming out again on Monday. So our buddy Hap, who missed it, will have their shot to get it again. Plus anybody else that missed it. That Wampa bundle's a pretty solid deal, folks. It gets you a lot of progress towards like Jedi Knight Luke. So yeah, it's definitely a good deal. Definitely worth looking at. Okay, so nothing has happened yet over here. All right, what do we got? We have got a Quadme with a Shock T, a CLS, kind of odd for a front wall, but okay, with an attacker cron. We've got a Phoenix with an attacker cron, also on the front wall and also kind of odd. We've got a Riva, one Omi Relic 7 Riva. And what do we have up here? We've got Array, always Array. Unusual to see on defense. Unusual to see this on defense, but it seems like a lot of their stuff is attacker cron oriented. We got a support cron Jabba. Okay, well, I'm assuming this has got all the nasty stuff. Not a lot of armor pen, though. Stats are kind of all over the place. It's a pretty fast Captain Solo. Or Han Solo, I guess. I'm assuming this is the... Yeah. This will be the, I think it's Huron Loyal Bodyguard. Yeah, so this will have the handmaiden out from the start. 342, very fast, very fast. Very, very fast. Let's see. 299. Okay. Well, this is the last hurrah of this cron set. The new cron set is actually out. It's in the shops. You can start with shard shop currency and whatnot. You can start buying the crons and the materials and start working on them. Relic 8 Hera even. Good, 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 good. Wow. That could be for TB, you know. I mean, there's there's literally there's really no reason unless you're anticipating her being needed for GL Ahsoka and that she's going to need higher relic levels or whatever. All right, so how do I want to tackle this? The walls fairly light. If I'm being honest, these are fairly light walls. So, do I assume the back is just as light, or do I assume there's a trap back there? I'm I need to let's check out. Let's check out swgoh.gg real quick. We'll look up the third sister counter. Um, everybody's still mostly throwing Bane at this. I traditionally I would throw Malgus at this, but with the with the mass Swarmcron, Malgus isn't 100% effective. Um, he's down to, low 80s. The only thing in the 90s is Bane and all his various incarnations. So, yeah, we'll be back to 3v3. We've got to finish this week. We've got the three more rounds. We'll be back to 3v3. We'll be into a new Datacron set the next time GAC rolls around. This is kind of the last hurrah for this cron. But based on what I'm seeing on the front walls, they have every GL, and I can see two of them. right now, and they're on the north walls. Ray and Jabba. I have to assume there's at least one more behind. I have to assume that. I don't know who could be back there, but I have to assume somebody is back there. Okay. I gotta get. Let's start making some plays. Let's start making some moves. What's on this cron? Damage reduction. Not a fun one to work through, but we'll work through it. Um, and I'm assuming this is going to be the Deathmark Omi. Yeah, that's the Deathmark Omi. Yep, I decided. We're just going to go ahead and bane this. Let's just get it done. I mean, half the team vanishing on the first move just is never going to get old. All right. Yeah, we're getting some Rogue One crons. It's going to be. I think you're going to see a lot of Rogue One on defense. A lot of Luthien crons in the next set. Um, yeah, the next set looks very interesting. I'm excited about the like Captain Enoch and all them are getting crons as well. Well, that's not going to do much to him. He's got too much turn meter. But we can take her out of the picture. This is the same thing with her. She's got too much turn meter. And same there. Too much turn meter. Oop. So close to getting him gone. That's what these guys being fast will do for them. You know, they can pull some high IQ plays. She's got damage immunity. He doesn't have shit. There we go. Took a minute. We worked our way through it. Yeah, that damage reduction cron being gone is going to be awesome. This Revacron being gone is going to be awesome as well. Okay. So I'm going to assume these guys are faster than fast. Yeah, 311. Not horrible, but he gets a bunch of bonus speed. Really need to pull Captain Enoch out and try him out against something this week. I didn't get to use him the last time, but I'm not sure Phoenix is the right team. I need to see data. You know, that's the problem is we don't have much in the way of data on what he's been countering in here and what he hasn't been. Um, I kept Star Killer this week. I think these guys with the stap should be able to do it. Stapcron, or not Stapcron, but some Stap action. And yeah, that's a lot of offense and armor pen. Well, I was wrong. I was wrong. But we got rid of Hera, so it'll be fairly innocuous cleanup. This is the thing that always bugs me about these teams, you know? Like, am I. It's obviously a serious team, but am I going overkill? Am I not going overkill? Like, what's the deal? I say, you know what? We're just going to do this. And this should be. This should be plenty. I guess the glory days of, you know, I never really got to play around with the Stapcron a whole lot. All right. Sucks that I dropped it in the first place, but it's fine. Now this team, on the other hand, I'm just not going to screw around with. This team can counter this team back in the, back in the day, but but they have to make the right move. Ooh, you about to make a name for yourself, huh? Apparently, there's a deleted scene that has leaked online, and What happened? There's so many things that could be. Oh wow. So you did it. Fuck this team. God, CLS is so goddamn annoying. Good job, man. Good job. I'm dropping way too many battles. That's awesome, dude. He's a game changer. He's 100% a game changer. I think you'll be very, 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 very happy. Um, did you try out the pocket dimension, the shattered dimension or whatever the hell they're calling the thing? Did you give that a go? Oh, that sucks. I was able to beat it. Yeah, I was able to beat it. It was kind of a pain in the ass though, but with them adding cosmic to everything, that opened up obviously a whole lot of options for getting stuff done. Um, got kind of rough towards the end. It got kind of rough, but we made it through. We got it done. Um, yeah, well, I mean, I can't remember who you fight in those, but if you fight Morgan Le Fay at all and her team, that team can just still today be a giant pain in the ass. That was one of the nodes I struggled on in the pocket dimension was a Morgan Le Fay node. Like it took way longer than a lot of the other nodes just because of how annoying that team is. Yeah, Braun, I think he's a little underrated now. Back in the day, he was very much appreciated. But yeah, he's his passive healing is very very nice. It's very excellent. Um, whenever like occasionally I'll run Super Scroll with Gamma, and I always make sure Braun's on the team. Always, he's awesome. I'll either drop Abomination or She Hulk. It kind of depends on my mood, more or less than anything. Because they bring different things to the team. I like She Hulk because she'll counter and throw the rocks that hit a bunch of people, but A Bomb's got some good AOE and some really high single target. All right, what do I want to do for cleanup? Actually, probably could have thrown Captain Enoch at this. It probably would have worked out pretty well, but oh well. Life goes on. Okay, let's see. What do I want to do here? You know, I'm just gonna go. Let's just go kind of old school here. We'll just do. Uh, you know, I dropping some annoying battles against, Datacrons mostly. Like without that much defense, we would have steamrolled this team. But they had that much defense, so what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? We're just gonna hammer through at this point. Oh wait, you know what? Phoenix should actually be able to handle this without me touching my other stuff. But yeah, we like alternate account. We full cleared. Um, there we go. So mostly just trying to see the back wall to see what I need to do back here. Okay. They very, 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 very heavy offense. Extremely heavy offense. Of course, without that information, how are you gonna know? What are you gonna do? Yeah, insanely heavy offense. This team is. We're looking at 6 GLs on offense plus Bane. They left this here, which this is odd. This is a choice, but they left it here. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know. We'll just start handling this stuff real quick. Um, my big fear back here was that there was going to be like a JMK or an SLKR with their crons hooked up, but as it turns out that's just not the case. So I could have gone much heavier on those front wall offenses and been happier for it, but oh well. And this has got an attacker cron, but we'll shut off the Omicron. It's a lot of defense. I want to bring. Let's just bring another guy to kind of help keep things a little bit more under control. And hopefully we'll make up for some banners here. Very straightforward. They went very heavy on attacker crons. Very, very heavy. Lots of defense right there, too. Very heavy on attacker crowns. Let's just get it off the board. And let me one more reminder of what's up here. I if I want to use Enoch anywhere, like this is really the only team to do it. Um, but I don't know. I am experimenting today is not really what I want to be going for, but so we're not going to. We're just not going to experiment today. So they have Jabba, Gungans, Ray, and unaligned force users up top. Okay. So my plan for these guys is going to be. Is that thing under stealth? Why can't I target it? Okay, whatever. All right, prepare for some frame rate crashing up in here. I told you prepare for some fucking frame rate crashing. And there we go. it's, it's just there and then it's gone. Hugely consistent counter. It works fantastically. All right. That's a lot of defense. Hopefully we're able to punch through it. Rocks. Nice. We got it done. That's the big thing. And, we're not using the trio today. Um, this is the way she goes sometimes. We just don't get to use everybody. No tank with this team on defense is not nice. My house just got buzzed by some A10 warthogs out of one of the bases somewhere nearby. It's always fun. They used to come by quite a bit. It's been a while since I've seen them. Um, but without a tank on this team, they really become vulnerable to uh, the Padme cheese, if you know what I'm talking about, with like Padme and Gideon and some other support things. You can build up a huge amount of courage with Gideon using his turn meter push and then just nuke people out. Like, I'm not going to say instantly, but it's very, very fast. So if you put this team on defense, make sure you've got a tank, or you will find yourself cheesable. Oh, and there goes the second A10. We've got the Pennsylvania Turnpike runs very close to my house, and we think they use it as some sort of like, because there's so many cars, we think they train like ground attack stuff. It's kind of fun. They're very, very low. They're like maybe 500 feet. Like, they're very, very visible. They're very loud. It's a lot of fun. Let me just get rid of the support players. I'm gonna miss that counter though. This Datacron, the Padmecron, has made J&K very, very consistent against. Wow. So when I say heavy on offense, they went heavy on offense. Very, very heavy on offense. Good gracious. All the super ships on offense. I mean, good gracious. All the super ships on offense. Wow, extremely heavy. So I'm gonna have to get a little bit of luck on my side. I'm gonna have to get some holds of my own to because I mean with six GLs plus Bane plus Star Killer and Bow, I think. I mean, they're gonna have a lot of toys to play with. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I think they've got all that. I mean, they've got JMK going on offense, obviously. Yeah, they've got Bow. They've got Bane. They've got Lord Vader on offense. Lord Vader on offense is an odd one. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. But yeah, I mean, full on offense here. I mean that this makes fleets very very undramatic though. I'll tell you that. 75 will be more than enough, I guess. All right. Well, this one we can get away with less. That should be more than enough. Make up a banner, you know. Oh, I didn't put interceptor in, so I don't get the reduced cooldown, but it's fine. Would have been the exact same score if I'd brought interceptor just faster. All right. Well, so should have definitely just overkilled these two and me being in a much better spot. They're very, 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 very heavy offense. So we'll see. We'll see if I can pull a hold out anywhere and or a hold or two out anywhere. But yeah, full on offense. Very interesting strategy in this day and age. So what do we got for events today? Smugglers Run. Yeah. No biggie. No biggie there. And then yeah, I don't know. The Territory War sign up. obviously is happening today, and then we'll do the next round of GAC Saturday morning. Monday's the big day. Conquest kicking off, all that fun stuff. I wanted to do a marathon where like I stayed up and streamed, and it kind of occurs to me that Monday might be the day to do that because of Conquest starting. If I don't mind spending some crystals, I could really, really, really like, you know what I'm saying? Like Conquest would be, it's not the most exciting content. No, we get that, but it could be a good place to like, hey, if I'm going to stream for a long, long time. Oh, but it doesn't start till the afternoon. But between Conquest, GAC, and TB, there could be some opportunities for some long-term streaming. I don't know. I'll have to think about that one. I'll have to think about it. Sam's going to be home too, so streaming all day Monday would be a challenge, but we'll figure that out. And we'll see what our opponent does. They've got the ball's in their court. They see what they need to do. Obviously I prefer to know what I need to do going into a GAC, and had I known what their back walls looked like, and maybe I should have just overkilled and then been confident with my ability to clean it up. I mean, you saw the teams. I left Trey on the bench. I left Bo-Katan on the bench. I had the teams. I should have just done it. Should have just overkilled the front wall just to be safe. But hey, who knows? Maybe all I need to do is get a couple of holds myself or strip a bunch of banners. And we'll be right back in this thing. So, let's go to the other account real quick, and we'll see if anything else has happened over there. And if not, we'll just bang out dailies real fast, and then we might just call it a day, or at least call it an afternoon. I was going to do another Star Wars Outlaws stream last night, but by the time it got to be where I was in a position to be able to do that, like Sam was in bed and all that stuff, it was just too late for me to want to start, and I was too tired, and the game is fun at times. It's fun at times, but it's just kind of, I'm feeling like I need to force myself to play Outlaws right now because it's just, the moments of fun are right now for me they're too few and far between. Most of the time I feel like I'm crouching and hiding behind a box and trying to avoid being seen by stuff. I don't know if he's attacking again. So we full cleared him. He dropped my front two walls and then just didn't do anything else. So I don't know if he's going to be coming back for more or not. We did leave a pretty heavy duty team back here. I mean, relatively speaking, this isn't that scary, but simultaneously, this is, this is 2 Relic 5s under Bastila, so there's going to be a lot of extra buffs being tossed around. So I don't know. We'll see. GCs, you do what you can do, and that's Captain Enoch starts Monday. All these guys are coming back Monday. There's a lot of feats tied to these guys. And I think him particularly, I looked at a breakdown. I think he's got like 35 data cards. It's one of these two has 35 data cards attached to him. And I think he's got like 12. So maybe that's why they're bringing him back. So if you weren't able to snag them before this conquest starts. They're giving you the chance to. They're giving you the chance to get them again. We get Defense of Dathomir tomorrow. Fanatical Devotion Assault Battle. This is kind of a pain in the butt assault battle. You have to play it correctly and remod and do all sorts of other stuff. Jedi, Endor, Mandalorian, Galactic Challenge. Probably it's either going to be a Maul lead or a Bo-Katan Mandalore, more than likely. But given that they're giving us Jedi, it shouldn't be too crazy for tomorrow. And I don't even know what I can do for here, if I can do anything at all. Now, I did unlock Han. But yeah, with just these three, yeah, I don't think that this is possible. I don't think this is possible. So we'll go another little while without getting that. And I'm probably going to buy when we're getting a Lightspeed bundle. I think it's Monday, $25. You get R5 Rebel Officer Leia Organa, R5 Captain Han, R5 Imperial Prodrobe, and R5 Wampa. Those are some pretty big deal units. You need Rolo and Captain Han for the Leia Organa unlock. You need Wampa for Jedi Knight Luke. So those are some pretty key units for them to be handing out. I think they said it's $20. So that's not a bad deal, and that'll shorten your journey to Jedi Knight Luke and Jedi Master Luke and Jabba the Hutt pretty significantly. And the Kia di Mundi bundle also coming back Monday. So those are, that's going to be, it could be an expensive day, obviously. It's a lot of stuff to buy, but if you don't have that stuff, take advantage of it. It's a big time saver. It's a pretty good value for the money, which doesn't happen every day. And you'll notice my guild activity is locked. It's because I'm no longer in a guild with this account. I have an issue with shitty officers. And the guild that I was in had a very shitty officer. I missed my banners. I missed it by 240 banners because I was very busy. And with resets and everything, I just don't have time for everything. And I explained it to the guy. And it just wasn't enough. It wasn't enough. They wanted to be right. And, I was like, dude, I apologized. I got 600 today, which is above what you're supposed to get. That should more than cover what I missed. Like, sorry, I'll try not to have it happen ever again. And it was this constant, continuing harping about something that he had said previously. Oh, that doesn't even matter. We don't even care. Then why are you continuing to go on and on about it? And I was just like, look, I apologized. I got 600. Is it good enough? And he just wouldn't drop it. So I was like, all right, I'm out. I got zero time in my life for bullshit. Playing a 12 million account, in a very highly ranked guild within this game. I don't have time for bullshit anywhere, and I'm definitely not going to take bullshit on my side project account. I'm just not in the mood for it. So I'll find another guild at some point in the future, but for now I'm just gonna chill because ain't no one got time for bullshit. Ain't no one got time for any of that. And frankly, in my 12 million guild, if you miss tickets, you get teased, and that's it. You're just like, hey, sorry guys. And they're like, hey, it's cool. Shit happens. You tell them why. As long as it's not, as long as you didn't purposefully miss them, they don't care. And that's a 12 million guild. And I mean, we're ranked in a lot of areas fairly high. And yeah, they don't grill people like this. If it becomes a constant habit, they'll maybe say something beyond just the teasing and the razzing. But yeah. Like, ain't no one got time. Oh, this is a big deal. Embo being a Cantina farm now, this is huge. So make sure you take advantage of him while he's sitting there. And I think we're close to wrapping up our Chrysanthemum farm. It'll be done in a couple of days. And who else? They moved, was it Night Trooper Pretty or Dark one? They moved one of the new units to a hard node here in Darkside, I think. And that's why Embo ended up in the king. Yeah, right here. Right here, Night Trooper Peridia. Or Night Trooper, I guess. Not Night Trooper Peridia, but yeah, he's on Dark 8C now. So he's farmable. I mean, it'll be a year before it's double drops, but he's on a node now, so you can get after him. I think, is Morgan Elsbeth on a node yet? She should be, or she should be getting close. She's not. She's not on a node yet. I think a week or two, and she'll be on a node. But she's also needed. I don't think she's got a whole lot of feats tied to her with the new conquest, but she is needed. And who else is Luthien's needed? There was a nice breakdown, and given what we know about the new Ezra, given what we know about him, he's a Spectre support Jedi. We know GL Ahsoka is not going to be releasing until after his conquest ends. So we're suspecting, my guess is roughly around America's Thanksgiving is when he's going to come out, or is when she's going to come out, because that conquest should end like the week before American Thanksgiving. It might be a little longer, but somebody also pointed out that the anniversary of the game is right around Thanksgiving in the United States. So her coming out on the anniversary would be kind of an appropriate thing. I think they said that's November 24th. So we can look for her then. But he's going to be a very important character. He's her lifter. He's not required for her. So that's definitely some good news on that front, that you're not going to have to speed rush and speed gear a guy within a week of unlock to make sure you have him ready for the Ahsoka event. But at the same time, if he's the lifter, he sounds like a pretty key member of the team. So I mean, you're probably going to have to rush him anyways. But if you're like me, like I'm not sure I'm going to have the ultimate unlock day one. I'm going to try to unlock her day one, and then see how far into the ultimate unlock I get. But, that gives you ultimate unlock is a week to 10 days, depending on how hard the node is. Because, if you're dropping tickets like crazy, it can be a giant pain in the ass. Okay, what else? Getting very close to 7-starring this. I'll be happy when this one's done. Should be about another week or two, depending on how much they show up in the stores. Damn, this is 3 days in a row I haven't gotten any shards off of here. That's very, very annoying. But it does happen. So what are you going to do? You just keep trucking along. Are these in stores? Nope. Yeah, these ships not being farmable is kind of annoying. I don't know. We'll let that recharge. Oh, wait. Oh, it's here. There it is. $25. $25. So with the discount, you're looking at $6. $6 per relic. Of course, that does not include mods. It doesn't include Omegas, Zetas, or Omicrons. And as you know, this character right here has got a pretty outstanding Omicron. Two Zetas and an Omicron. It's a GAC Omicron, but it lets Wampa solo a lot of things. And if you pay attention to other content creators, you know that there's a pretty big cheese going on with GLs right now. Using her with Sanosaurus and, CLS and some other teams. These two are less useful, but again, they're needed for other stuff. So, yeah, fantastic. It's a fantastic value, and definitely jump on that. Yeah, I didn't think that was supposed to be out till Monday. I'm kind of shocked to see it sitting here right now. Kind of shocked. But hey, it's a big deal. And like going into 3v3, having a Wampa, and if you can get the Omicrons and stuff on there, even better. Like that Wampa will solo a node very, very easily with the Omicron. Depending obviously on your relic levels and what part of in my GAC on this account, this Wampa will handle some shit. Without a doubt, it'll handle some shit. So. I did not do mod battles yet. And I did this, yeah. Okay, so now we just need to do a couple fights here and call it good. And we're getting to some homegrown relics coming pretty soon, which is always very exciting. And that Jedi team is fine, but I need Zetas and I need better mods on them for this team with Captain Rex could absolutely just steamroll them if they get going and you're not able to punch a few people out. This team, believe it or not, because of the crowd control that this team brings, is actually a much better option, even with the lower gear levels. I was really hoping to be able to fracture him, but what are you going to do? And this is how much I care. I don't. 551, I'm not even going to attempt to climb up higher for a long, long time. Oh, but they're hitting my tank with my tank not even taunting. That's perfect. Well, everything's under stealth, so that provides its own little challenge, doesn't it? Um, Foresight. Foresight, you suck. But hey, at least we got to hear the sound effect. It's only letting you buy it for somebody in the guild. It's only showing up as giftable. That's really, really weird. Because in my store, well, okay, I guess no, it should be available to you, but I also didn't think it was supposed to be out till Monday. Um, but it's only showing up as giftable for you. It's not in your main store. What what operating system are you on? Are you playing on PC? Or are you playing on phones? What are you playing as or with? Because yeah, there it is for me right there. Phones sadly don't have PC. Um, yeah, I don't know why it would just be showing up in giftable. Um, one option you can always go with right now is to say find somebody in your guild who would do a swap and be like, "Hey, if I buy this for you, would you buy it for me if you're in a hurry?" Otherwise, I wonder if it's here early because I'm on PC. Because I thought Monday was the day that they said this was coming out. This and the Kia di Mundi bundle. Um, so I wonder if this is an early release for PC or whatever. But the fact that you can see it as giftable. Um, so yeah, your two choices are just to wait. I'm sure it'll show up in your phone in your store sooner rather than later. Just give it some time, or find somebody in your guild who's willing to do a swap. Say like, hey, if I buy you this, will you buy it for me as well? Will you return the favor? Those are your two choices. It should be why it's not in your store. I don't know. Your store just might not have updated. Fair enough. Fair enough. You're not wrong. Yeah, like I do gift exchanges on my main account and my main guild all the time. But I mean, these are people I've literally been playing the game with for over a year and a half now at this point. So yeah, but just give it some time. Give it some time. Like if if it was a thing where it would let you buy gifts for people you were allied with as well, like I would 100% just become an ally with you and do a swap on this account with you. But that's unfortunately it's just not an option. But yeah, give it some time. It'll show up in your store. Um, it'll show up in your store for sure. It is a very long grind. It is, but it's very very fun. And these light speed bundles that they're throwing out are pretty awesome. You're only 200K. Um, have you? Why haven't you bought the hyperdrive bundle yet? I mean, for $50, the value on the hyperdrive bundle is incredible, and it'll really really jumpstart your account. Like if you bought that and then bought this, you would really 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 gain some ground on the stuff you need to do. Because it sounds like you're willing to spend money, and I'm not trying to I'm not shilling for the game to sell stuff for them. I don't get any money or attention or anything from these guys, but you know, Hyperdrive bundle gets you like for $49.99 gets you all this. It'll jump you up to 1 million. Yeah, unfortunately, Bane is literally going to take you years. Unless they release a bundle for them, which I mean they have done a little bit for Conquest characters, but yeah, you're gonna have to. It's a very good value, and it used to be $100, and then in the last couple of years they dropped it to 50. It's an incredibly good value. Um, but yeah, so if Bane is what you're really wanting to be after, that means you're gonna have to get to 4 million GP to get access to Proving Grounds, and then you're gonna have to whenever he's not going to be in Proving Grounds until next summer. So you've got time. But yeah, you're gonna want to be at that 4 million mark like the day he hits Proving Grounds, so you can start farming him. Um, and let me tell you here. Let me hop over to my other account, the one that actually has Bane. Um, he is he's an outstanding character. Maybe potentially the best Conquest unit ever released. He is quite exceptional. Um, the bundle was in the store on my PC. No, I could buy it on my other account, Grex. It was 100% available. PC client on my other account. Um, it just showed up like I was doing my dailies and it just popped up that it was there, and I had looked in the store earlier and it wasn't active. So I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Maybe it glitched in. See, here it is. Battle of Hoth Lightspeed bundle. Restart your game. But yeah, this is my main account and it just popped up. There it is. Same spot as it was on my other account. So I have no idea. I have no idea why it's showing up for me and not for other people. Maybe I mean, could it be something as region locked? Like I'm in the U.S. and you guys aren't. Like I have no idea. I have no clue. But no, 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 clan. That's why I'm here. I am here to help people. I am not here to. I'm not here to call people stupid or anything like that. This game does have a really really big learning curve, and part of the learning curve is knowing the kits, knowing what this is what this enemy team can do. This is when they're probably going to do it. This is what I need to do to counter it. So that's not something that happens overnight. That takes time. Um, it takes, and not every team is going to be able to counter every team. You kind of have to learn what works, and so depending on what you're facing, like say you're facing a Jedi team. Okay, well, Sith are kind of natural enemies of Jedi, so you look at Sith. Look for anti-Jedi stuff in Sith. Um, Yeah, but clan doesn't really know anybody in their guild, so they're a little uncomfortable because it's a gamble. It's 100% a gamble. The other person has to do what they say they're going to do. I mean, you can be the most honest person in the world, but you know, honesty isn't a trait everybody really cares to embody. But yeah, it would be really nice if they expanded the options for gifting. Um, to where you could add allies and do gifting that way. It would be very nice if they would go that route. But the single strongest character in the game I mean, if you're talking, if you're going on a 1v1, um, you want to bring this guy. Yeah, you want to bring this guy. He's probably the single target wise. Um, yeah, 1v1. I'm not sure if he could take Jabba out. Thinking about it, Jabba might ramp up to his insta kill too fast. But I mean, this guy is designed to be used in. This guy's designed to be used in a team of two, and when whoever he's with dies, like if he's meant to be. So like if you put him under Sith Eternal Emperor, it really ramps up Sith Eternal. But if you put him as the leader and then put any Sith under him, when that Sith dies, he gets all of their stats. He's probably the single most powerful character in the game. He will by himself wipe out whole teams in just a couple of moves. Um, Jabba he might have trouble with, but in a 1v1 where he can just go straight at Jabba and increase his cooldowns, it's just Jabba can blind on his bait. Jabba can put a blind on him and shut him down a little bit in that way. So, and then if Jabba ramps up to his insta kill, it's done. But yeah, this guy is really really awesome. You know what? If you're talking in a 1v1 scenario, honestly, it might be this guy. It might be SLKR. In a 1v1 scenario against every other galactic legend, I mean, he it depends on who he's against. Yeah, like cuz things like Foresight really screw with SLKR, but and I know he's got the awesome Datacron right now, but he can JMK could smash absolutely. Um, yes, with heal block and there's a lot of foresight and stuff like that. But I mean, it wouldn't be out of the question, if all else being equal, in an RNG situation that SLKR could pull out the win. Yeah, so I don't know. Could be him as well. JMK is pretty awesome, but I mean JMK can be rocked by other characters. The game is fairly balanced. There's not very many characters. There's in fact no characters in the game that are unbeatable or uncounterable. Everybody's got their strengths and weaknesses. Um, yeah, I don't know, but Bane. You throw in Grand Arena, especially, you throw Bane against a lot of teams with five people, and he's wiping out the whole team in just a couple of moves. Like two or three moves. Like today, if you were here earlier, you would have seen me use Bane up against the Inquisitorius, and we wiped out half the team in our first move. And then, I mean, the fight was less than 10 attacks total. Yeah, Bane does need the second, but yeah, Bane does need the second, but the second's also meant to kind of die off. But yeah, he might be the most powerful just single character in the game. He's very very outstanding. So an absolute, and if he's your favorite character clan, like that's an absolute amazing uh, choice to go after. Oh, we're getting some movement here. They did attack. They dropped two banners. But they did a attack. Are they just attacking once and calling it a day? Nice. Do you have the Omicron? You're okay. Okay, you don't have the Omicron yet. Oh, nope, he's attacking. Yeah, that get that Wampa Omi up for the 3v3 here in 2 weeks. Ooh, he'll do some great things for your account. So much stuff that he can just shred to pieces by himself or herself. I guess the Wampa is a female. 11 to 20. Yeah, that's I got to snag this on my other account, but yeah. Yeah, I got to snag it on the other account, but I'm at like 10, I think. 10 of 20. I'm not sure though about Omicron wise if Wampa's gonna want both Zetas to be as effective. Mine has both Zetas. I can't remember if I ever even tried it without both Zetas or not. In fact, hang on. Let's pull up Wampa real quick. I think that's one of the Zetas, if I'm remembering correctly. And then this is the other one, or is it this one? It might be this one. This might be the second Zeta. It might be that one, and then this is where the Omni is. So if you have a damage over time cron, pairs fantastically with Wampa. Because that is just a ton of protection up this thing gets. I mean, it's already got an incredible amount of survivability, but 2 stacks of damage over time for 3 turns, it's going to get you a protection up for each stack. So every time you're getting a protection or a damage over time with this thing, and you'll get them a lot, you'll just keep ramping and ramping and ramping and ramping and ramping. Yeah, and then what after this season ends, we should get that. They should put that bundle up in the stores where it's like 1,200 crystals. You can buy more Zetas and potentially get some Omicrons to drop from it. Yep. I mean, full disclosure here. I do have Imperial Probe Droid unlocked, I'm fairly sure. Um, I literally never touched it. Its uses are like if my guild said, "Hey, can you get your IPD to R7 for platoons?" I would 1 billion% do it. Um, but yeah, I've never, ever, ever, not once, ever, never, ever touched this thing. Um, yeah, its uses are limited. I know it had that Datacron a while back that made it kind of a pain in the butt. It was showing up in certain teams, but yeah, I've just never touched it, never done anything with it. What's going on? Eventually, I'll work on unlocking Afra. Yeah, and I don't have Afra, so I mean, I'm ready. I just need to gear up everything and do the event. Finally got this to roll. Took me forever to get this to drop. I actually got it to drop on stream. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe after I'm assuming after Ahsoka comes out, we're gonna have a little bit of a downtime. So I'm hoping when Ahsoka hits, I'll be able to snag Afra in that little downtime, which isn't gonna last long. But probably if we get Ahsoka around Thanksgiving, I'm assuming we will be. I'm assuming we will be probably good until after Christmas. I mean, rough guess. So maybe I'll get Afra done then. Um, but who knows? Who knows? Because then, I mean, as soon as we get Ezra, we'll know what the next conquest unit's going to be, and then the next conquest unit might be enough to where it's like, well, oh God, I need to save. Plus I'm gonna have to throw Omicrons and Zetas and all this other stuff. So I might just be so damn poor that I'm not gonna have anything to go to anybody else because we still have God knows how many marquees coming. We know we got Night Mothers coming. We probably have Shin coming soon. I think we're looking at four more marquees between the Balin event and Ahsoka. We've probably got four more marquees coming. Um, it's just a lot, dude. It's a ton. It's a ton. And it would be very, 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 very nice of CG to let us know. I mean, have they said that Balin's required for Ahsoka yet? Was that in the road ahead? Because if Balin's required, I mean, that obviously puts a huge. That's a huge. Fleet battles are difficult early on. Like literally, in fleet battles more than I think the other things, every advantage lies with the computer. They the ships that they're using are so much more powerful than what you have. Like you almost have to overgear your ships to handle nodes easily. Otherwise, it's just very RNG dependent, which I hate. I don't like RNG being the factor in fights. But like if you're doing the fleet events where you're just trying to upgrade the stars on like the Endurance and the Executrix and the Home One and all that, um, it's definitely you have time. Like you don't need to rush to get those. But yeah, they suck. They're very much a pain in the ass to handle. Yeah, and actually, it's probably worth pointing out that they don't actually make the fleet battles any easier when you start getting into the unlocks for some of the more advanced ships. They definitely stay as difficult, if not more difficult, than the current ones. But yeah, the ships are very important. Ships are very important. They're going to be a staple of your daily crystal income. But you also don't need to stress. Like if you're not getting through a node, just focus on upgrading the ships that you have available to you to get through those nodes. And then you said you're new to the game, so here's the thing about ships that I'm getting tired of hearing my own voice in my head. Let me turn that down real quick. Here's the thing about ships. Everything that is wrapped up in a ship affects its power. So we'll hop out of here real quick. I like watching a good live GAC as much as anybody else. Okay, we'll just grab Scythe. Okay, so Scythe's power, you can look here and see all of its stats. Every single one of these stats is affected by gear. It's affected by these. It's affected by these. It's affected by your pilots. It's affected by your pilot's abilities. It's affected by your pilot's relic level, and it's affected by their mods. So if your pilots of your ships don't have mods, or you're sitting low on abilities, you can boost your power pretty easily just by putting some mods in and just by upping their abilities more and more. Relics, you're not going to be able to do anything about for a while, um, but that's, I mean, all of these factors go into your ships. So it's not just a star level on your ships. You gotta worry about the pilot too, and the pilot is going to be easier to upgrade than the star level on ships. I mean, that's the bottom line. Um, so I know they brought 6 GLs on offense, but I'm wondering if they went ham on their GLs, clearing this, and now they're up against an issue. Or they're not worried about it and they're going after the north wall. Um, you want to have at least one tenacity set on her. Actually, at I haven't looked at Wampa's mods in a while. They might have changed, and also, I mean, they also might be a little skewed because of the Datacron. People might be modding her a little bit different, but here, let me bring this over. Let me do that. Let me do that. Let me do that. Okay, so how I have her modded is how they're still recommending. So health primaries, 2 health sets, tenacity set, tenacity on the cross. We can find out. 106 is the average in Kyber 1. Which, I mean, if you've got what is it, a 35% tenacity cross, if it's 6-starred, and then, plus 20%. Yeah, because this is the average. So there's obviously some that are above and some that are below. But 106, let me see what mine is. Let me bring my game back up and pull up Wampa real quick. Because I don't remember what her base is. Did I pass her? I wasn't even paying attention. I was looking to make sure this popped over onto the screen. Here, we'll just do Womp. Mine's 107.83. Without, so there's 35%, plus the 20 from here. No tenacity secondary there. Nothing there. Obviously nothing there. Nothing there. And I got 2.83 on the defense, and that's it. So yeah, it's not going to be hard to. Yeah, I'm at 234 speed, which is fine. Yeah, getting her to 120, like if you want to go above and beyond, isn't going to be hard. Like just get a couple of good tenacity secondaries and you'll be set. Because like you can see, I have none. I have almost none. I've got one tenacity secondary and it's pretty low. So yeah, you'll be okay. I think you'll be okay. And there's very few things that cause issues for me. Yeah, I think you'll be just fine. And then, I mean, you can see there's even some actually fairly close. Like 32.15 is fairly dominant, but on a lot of sets, you'll see that up higher. So, like, this is probably health with a lot of tenacity secondaries, if I had to take a guess. Like that's overkill on Tenacity, and like that's extreme overkill on Tenacity. But that is the fact of the matter is if Wampa gets stunned or shut down or dazed or any of that stuff, like it's very problematic. It's very problematic. Yeah, oddly enough, it's random things like Death Trooper on occasion will if you're going up against an Iden team, a Death Trooper can cause you problems. Um, God damn. But yeah, she also, I'm pretty sure with Wampa, here, we'll look in game. I'm pretty sure. Oh, yeah, no, she does. I thought she got Tenacity in her Mastery, or potentially got Tenacity in her Mastery, and she does not. But yeah, hitting her Tenacity benchmarks is not hard. It's not hard to do at all. Yeah, she does get a lot from her Omi. So yeah, like if you're yes, you're rocking, you're gonna be over 200 regardless. So, and clearly that modding on the goh.gg doesn't take the Omicron into account. Look at the speed boost I just gave her. Yeah, I stole mods from her a while ago, but yeah, look, it just got a whole lot more speed on her. Yeah, You'll get credits though. Oh, that's rough, dude. That's rough. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's probably the thing about hot utils, right? Is yeah, it's a great tool, but it can be costly because does it redo your entire account every single time you swap something? Because yeah, that can be that is a ton of credits. It is a ton of credit. I really, God, it would be such a huge quality of life improvement if they would just if they would remove the credit costs from that stuff. It would, or even just cut it in half. Like it's a weird thing to kind of gatekeep mods around is credits. And I know at some point, like you look at my account, clearly credits stopped becoming an issue for my main account a while ago. But on every other account, or I guess my other account, not every other account. I've only got the other one, but you know, credits are credits are a giant barrier. Yeah, no, for sure, man, for sure. Yeah, it's rough. It's very expensive. Did they did they overkill themselves into a corner here? They're being very methodical. They're probably using GOH.GG to find the best counters, but I mean that definitely works. I can't remember which one. Grit. Yeah, I threw grit on him. Yeah, exactly. And when he gets rolling and he's in his rhythm where, you're killing somebody off finally, but then he revives them, like this can be a rough team. I finally got around to doing my dailies on Marvel Strike Force, where we're kind of sort of watching the live. Yeah, I swear to God, I think they really upped the difficulty in of raids. Because like I can't sim shit in Marvel Strike Force with anything that isn't like Extreme X Men. It's kind of obnoxious at this point. Oh, there he goes. He's going again. Pippi. Hot Utils gave your Wampa 280 speed and barely 100 tenacity. Interesting. Huh. I mean, 100. So you're looking if you've got over 100, you're going to be looking at 200 in GAC. Um, I mean, you're probably okay. Yeah, I think I'm actually probably going to be done watching this here in a minute. I'm fully anticipating this to be a loss. They're so heavy on offense. They've got all the options. They've got all the options in the world for taking my walls down. But I'm enjoying a good conversation, of course. And I'm also getting to be super, super hungry, but I'm enjoying the hang. I'm enjoying the hang. There is other stuff I should be working on, though, or could be working on, I guess. Yeah, I'm going to say they're probably going to win. So, yeah, Graxy, I'm probably going to be gone by the time you make it back. Yeah, I got to go start working on some other stuff in my day. And I am starving. I am starving. So plan for tonight is I will be doing another Outlaws stream. The one I meant to do last night. I need to keep going on that game and kind of make up my mind. But right now I'm not insanely positive about it, and that's making it hard for me to want to pick up the game and play. You understand? It's one of those things where I'm not having the best time, and as a result, it's just it's kind of complicating everything. But but I'm gonna keep going on it tonight, and we'll see how I end up feeling. Um, I might be getting close to pulling the plug on it though. it needs to do some more than what it's doing to grab me, and it's just not doing any of that. I'm gonna give Graxy a minute to get back. I just don't wanna ditch him. We were a win away from getting back to Kyber 1 too, but I should have overkilled these front walls. I should have overkilled this instead of trying to be cheap about it. I should have. It's my fault. It's one of those things. It's one of those things. But seeing only two GLs on the front wall, I assume trap, which is maybe the only move you can make, but also wrongly assumed that my freaking gas with data damage reduction cron would have been enough. Like, it's really funny. That cron on that guy can take out Ray, and then he struggles against CLS. Yeah, he's unless he completely shits the bed on fleets, he's gonna win. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here, guys. Get some other stuff done, and then yeah, we'll be back tonight with an Outlaws stream. So until then, my friends, it's been lovely as always, and we'll catch you. We'll catch you tonight for Outlaws, and then probably more Outlaws tomorrow, and then GAC again Saturday, and then again on Monday, and then Monday is of course a huge day, conquest, territory battles, all sorts of stuff kicking off on Monday. So until the next time, my friends, have a good day. Good luck with all your endeavors, and take it easy.